Okay, here we are live. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome everyone to our Unlimited Network Mastermind that we do every Saturday from 10 a.m. Eastern Time for an hour. We get together to promote, nurture, and grow into our prosperity consciousness. And we study different books that we not only read, we study, we process, we relate with them in our daily life and to see how we can apply all these teachings. And right now we are studying this beautiful book that is called The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent. Today I put a post on Facebook about, are you a deliberate creator, you know, or are you going on automatic or whatever? So I think we have this beautiful opportunity to wake up the creators that we already are. So it's not like we have to fabricate that at all, but to let go the old consciousness to really understand how our true nature works. And that's what we do here together. So today is Saturday, November 26, 2016 already. And here we go. For the ones that you have the book, go to page 41. Chapter at the end of the chapter 11 is where we stopped last week. And that, you know, instead of having to go and finish the book, what we want here is to feel it and to really integrate all this information, okay? So I want to welcome a new person that we have here in the panel. Welcome, welcome, Jeroen. And Jeroen, I have to learn how to pronounce that. But another young person here with us. Congratulations. I think that to be in the panel here is engaging and, you know, trying to be part of this process of integrating all this information. So thank you for being here. If someone that is listening this recording would like to be here, remember to send an email to Arne, A-R-N-E, @org.com. And here we go. So go. Page 41. I'm going to read the last sentence of the paragraph just before, because it's the, if you want, the shortest version of what we were reading last week. So it was beautiful. It says, the contrast in which you are focused provides a wonderful basis for the launching of your unique desires. For whenever you are experiencing something that you do not want, and more clearly what it is that you want. And this is such a key, I think, to play with it, you know, like to really, to me, it's like I have the tendency to get stuck into what I don't like or I don't want or whatever, and I didn't realize that energetically I'm already sending, you know, to what it is that I want, you know, the contrast of that. Beautiful. So next point, it says, your source immediately joins you every desire. Your every desire. The source immediately joins your every desire. As you are focused here in this time-space reality, life from your unique perspective, you unceasingly emit new signals for the improvement of your own life experience. Your rockets of desires emanate from you, source energy, capital letters, becomes one with those desires. In fact, that is precisely the reason that we continue to unequivocally state to you that when you ask, it is always given. Thank you. Got it. For source energy, capital letters, acknowledges your desire, agrees with your desire, knows your desires, and flows. The power of your source, capital letters, immediately becomes one with your desire. And now, the vibrational relativity between your newly launched desire, which has been joined by the energy of source, capital letters, and habitual thoughts or beliefs upon the same subject, apparent. You can literally, what happened? Oh. You can literally feel the agreement or lack thereof between the frequencies of these energies. If you collected your bills from your mailbox and realized that you did not have enough money to pay all of them, your money, desire for money will shoot out from you into your vibrational future. And in the moment of that launching, source energy will flow with your rocket of desire. But if you continue to agonize over the lack of money in your bank account to pay those bills, your vibration will be very different from that of your desire. Or fear will be your indication of your vibrational discord. This is so easy to say. I don't know, but yes. You want to say something? Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to highlight, Arne is going to talk too, but this is very easy to say, and I'm so happy to recognize that I start to practice quicker. It's like, gosh, what it is that I want here instead of. Yes, Arne, go for it.
I'm just having an epiphany or a suggestion to or a question to the group here. What about if we looked at everything we're talking about here as the universe is a mirror? So when I think something, it's immediately, like Abraham Hicks says, it's immediately accepted by the universe, and it's immediately acted upon, like a mirror, no? So maybe maybe God is a mirror. We are God, and we are mirroring back to ourselves immediately whatever we're thinking, the lack thought or the desire thought or the contrast thought. It makes us, but it's all mirror. That would make much sense to my brain. Well, any comments on that?
That's totally true, Arne. I mean, there's nothing to add, nothing to subtract. It's once Joe Vitale, in one of his books, he was writing that someday nothing saw himself in the mirror and everything happened. I mean, just from nothing and to everything, and that's all us.
That would explain it exists and it doesn't exist at the same time. It doesn't really, it's just a mirror image, but it appears as something, and we look at it, we go, oh my God, look at that, but it's we as looking at ourselves. Sorry.
Oh, dear, have fun with life. That's beautiful. One thing that I want to say for the ones that we are here on the panel, feel free to open your microphone. By the way, Candace, yours is open. I don't know if you want to talk. Maybe you want to say something. Oh, no. Okay, good. So I didn't know. But the thing is, feel free to open the microphone and to scream and say, hey, I have something to say, okay? Because we do want, all of us that we are here, I think, to integrate this information, So if we don't get it and we don't see ourselves applying it in our life, or realizing that that's the way we do it, or we do the opposite just to be aware of, so then we can change it, we are not progressing really. So feel free, okay, to comment and to use it in your own words to integrate this information, to enjoy the creators that we are, okay? I don't see anyone opening the microphone here, so I'm going to finish the chapter. We have a little paragraph, and then we have another opportunity to talk here. But it says, if someone you love has treated you badly, a rocket of desire to be treated with more respect will shoot from you. And your source, capital letters, will agree with and respond to your request. Your source, capital letters, literally forms a vibrational bond with your request or desire, and your request is immediately granted. Source flows with your desire and sees it as you have requested that it be. But if you continue to remember or focus upon the hurtful experience, you hold yourself vibrationally apart from your own request. There is vibrational discord between the vibration of your desire and the vibration of what you are offering as you focus upon your mistreatment. In the vibration of what is the dominant vibration within you regarding the subject of your relationship, when your relationship cannot improve. And the emotional pain that you feel is your indication that the vibrational relativity between where you are right now and what you desire must be improved. You must find a way of offering a vibration that matches that of your desire and of your source if you are to allow yourself to receive the benefit of your own request. So that's chapter 11 that we close right here. I mean, it's amazing, you know. Every time that we go through an experience, if you like it, you nurture that liking, and that's going to appear more in your life. But if for whatever reason you don't flow with it, you are judgmental, you don't like it, you reject it, push it away, at that moment, already send it out. So better to be in alignment with what we really enjoy, you know, and what vibrates good with us, so we can think thoughts that are there. And I love the example of the money, you know, like how many times I experienced that you know, I'm you know, nurturing, you know, being financially free, that I want to be financially free naturally, no effort, just allowing, it's a level of consciousness, blah, blah, blah. And I'm working with that for years. And how many times, you know, I opened the bank and I saw the number, instead of sticking with my intention, you know, I bought the expression that I created already before, 5, 10, 2 lives, who knows? And I engage with the result, and of course, you know, I feel down, depressed, or whatever. So I'm very familiar with the process of not following. And lately, it's super easy for me. I mean, I become very aware, and it's easy for me to be aware of that. You know, like, oops, okay, let's see how I feel right now. Fear, insecurity, I take care of that, and then to very gently say, okay, I ask for financial freedom. How a financial freedom consciousness will think, you know, well, all is well, everything is coming to me easily, I always have more than I need, and start to nurture myself in that direction. So it's an act of consciousness, really, you know, at the end, and pleasurable when we are not so identified with the scarcity being that I really embrace many, many times. So that's my inspiration here. Candace, yes, I can see you open. Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, everybody. You know, this last sentence, you must find a way of offering a vibration that matches that of your desire and of your source. And that really describes where a lot of my attention, I'm just growing into that to make that a lifestyle of maintaining a vibration that matches my alignment with source and that of what I'm walking forward into, you know, the future that's just a few seconds out, a few minutes out, a few, you know, a few hours or a few days. They're just finding, I just feel like this is a real key sentence for me, that attuning to that vibration and making it a lifestyle, making it what's reality for me.
Thank you, Candace. Beautiful. Arne?
Yeah, I think, Monica, you gave a good example, and I like to use that. You know, your goal is to be financially independent, and then you look at the bank statement, and then you what did you say, that it doesn't match? Yeah, it doesn't match your so-called your desire of being financially free, but that's not accurate. What the part that doesn't lack, I don't, but I see. Who says that um, number that you see, that is not financial independence? You see, I got $5 here. Okay, who says not financial independence? So the mind coming in and say, I don't like. Well, then at that moment is when we don't match. So instead of seeing that, oh, it's $5 in here. Wow, that's incredible. And that's what God right now calls financial independence. Okay, I got financial independence. And now you stay in tune with the numbers. And I can see it's growing and it's just becoming better and better, but not to see the lack part there. And that's a matter of the mind's interpretation, nothing to do with reality. It's my perception that, so to change, you know, we don't like some things, but the problem is not the thing we don't like. The problem is they're not liking.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. Well, that is the key, you know, to don't get trapped in in, what is already manifested. I always remember that beautiful book that we studied together called The Science of Getting Rich. How simple and how powerful that book was, and it always says, like, learn how to see beyond the appearance, because you get stuck in what is already crystallized, and I love also the example of like when you get upset with someone, and I mean, you get trapped there. To me, it's like I get close, I get resentful, like hurt, rejected, whatever it is that I'm going through, So what I'm supporting here also is to take a little time to be gentle with that response, knowing that could be, if you are aware enough, a release of, thinking that is I'm nurturing more the negative part. No, if you open the window, like we learned with our release technique, remember the book of abundance? We open the window and we let go that discomfort, that contraction, we detect if he's wanting approval, wanting security, or wanting control, my God, remember how much we work with all of that. And then to let it go. And then, yes, I mean, I think the ability, like to see, like to bless our world and people and money and everything. We have a lot of joy, I think, to express, in this world. So, yes, and then if not, we go to chapter 12. Okay, so let's go chapter 12, titled Finding Alignment with Your Source Energy, capital letters. As you are focused here within your physical body, you are an extension of non-physical source energy. So just start to imagine yourself as an extension of source, okay? There is nothing different than source. That's who you are, okay? You, capital letters, is focused here in this physical body. The clear-minded, joyous being that is the total of all that you are flows to you and through you in this body. But your inner being, or source, capital letter, does not think for you. You are not a puppet doing the binding of that broader self. You are a fully conscious creator expressing your unique desires here in this physical time-space reality. You are free to choose the direction of your own thoughts. That I love this, Arne. I'm thinking about unlimited breath when you teach conscious creation. And there is a picture on that. One day you can attend one of the workshops that are really beautiful. And you can find about it under unlimitedbreath.com, just for your information to know. But we work with conscious breathing. And there is a picture where you paint, I remember, this beautiful sun, and then all the arrows, that goes down to express divinity and magnificence, and then get stuck in our minds, cannot come down to our physical world here because we are the ones thinking that we are not that source, that we are not that magnificent energy, radiant, harmonious, beautiful, blah, blah. And then we perceive, another world, but that's not God punishing us or source, having different ideas. It's just us, our ignorance, thinking that we are separated, so we have to do it alone by ourselves, the world of fear and separation, You can see it with such a joy, like we are waking up, so thank you for that. So your emotional guidance system helps you to determine moment by moment the relationship between the vibration of what you are giving your attention to right now and the perspective of your inner being. As you have been focused here in your physical body, interacting with others and living the details of your own life experience, there much contract and variety that has caused many rockets of desire. You could say that these desires are waiting somewhere in your future experience to be realized by you. We like to say that they are being held and tended to for you by source energy in a sort of vibrational escrow. We have a deposit right there. They are your creation. They belong to you. They are awaiting your vibrational alignment with them. And now you must feel your way to that alignment. So if you target one thing that you want, man, be how to say, loyal, you know, to your deep desires, because they are already responded, you know. Emotional guidance system, the way you feel, is your constant indicator of the vibrational alignment between your active or dominant vibrations, beliefs, and the desires that you have launched that are waiting to be realized or manifested into your life experience. As you focus upon the subject of your desire, you can feel your harmony or discord. The better you feel, the more in alignment you are with your desire. The worse you feel, the more out of alignment you are with your desire. So here I want to stop 1 second, because I think I saw so many videos of Abraham Hicks, and I love, you know, the way that sometimes she support us, or he, or Abraham, or all of them together, support us to be less specific, you know, like more general. Because to me, I remember in the beginning, now I'm getting very familiar with the concept. Just the concept, the idea of financial freedom is like 5 years ago. What is that? I heard it, you know, but what means financial freedom? To do what you want, you know, with who you want, when you want, how you want. Yeah. But it's like completely new frequency for this physical dimension that I was embodying at that time, right? Now I feel much more familiar with the concept. But I think it's very important, you know, let's say that, I don't know, you want money in your life, or a relationship, or health, or something like that, and you target, let's say health, for example, you know, and you target radiant health, and you are, you know, going through a very hard period, physically talking, sickness or something like that. I mean, that's such a difference of frequency, you know, that you have to be very gentle and to learn how to focus. Like to me, for example, I'm supporting my clients in the coaching, you know, how to focus on the true nature and let, you know, the ego self, the fearful self from it, to be embraced, so you have more space to really think in alignment of the radiant health that you know your true nature is. But your physical body is a mess at this moment. So how can you, you know, think thoughts that are super in alignment with your radiant self when you feel exhausted, tired, no energy? I mean, it's easy to say, but you know, normally we get trapped from that experiences. So it's a mastery, I believe, to, yes, this is right now the expression from, you know, what I created long time ago, but now I don't lose my focus to my true nature, my higher self that is pure light, you know, and radiant health. So it's a total mastery, you know, with health, money, or any other thing that you would like to experience differently in life, you know. Yes, welcome. I love it, Jaron.
Thanks for having me here first time. Hello, everyone. I felt a little bit disconnected, not just because I wasn't talking and all yet, but just the topic itself, money. I was thinking, why do I not feel connected with money when you're talking about your bank account? You don't like the number there. And I think what I realized is that I had difficulties. I wanted to get financial freedom, but I was only focusing on that. And I was thinking, okay, what's the quickest, easiest thing I can realize that I can get some income? And then it just didn't work. And it was disappointment. And then what I realized, I think now, is this is not the only part of my vibration. If I think, okay, I want financial freedom, there are other things in my vibration, like I feel passionate about communication. I want to share it. I feel passionate about food. I want to share what I have learned about how to eat healthy. And it was like one against the other. Like, actually, I want to do this, but I also need financial freedom. But I think the key also to what Abraham says is that they're all part of your vibration, and only if you combine them and put them in alignment, then you come with a solution, which doesn't just solve financial freedom. It doesn't just solve sharing the things you want to share with others. It solves all of them together.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful, Jeroen. And to me, I think that, you know, to notice that, for me, one aspect that I discover by applying, I have the same desire, let's say, is we have the tendency to act to create it, you know. And what Abraham recommends us all the time, you know, is like vibrate first, So allow the action to come from your higher frequency, you know, instead of wanting to make money, feel that I have the money or I have the clients to support, you know, the talks or whatever it is, but from a place of super gratitude and comfort, you know. So we are upside down in our way of educated, you know, like we were educated to act, to make it happen. Oof, and this we are switching the role. It's like from the inside out instead of from the outside in, you know. So it's a moment of discordance, if you want, from our own understanding. But I totally see that the goal, good, you know. And how can I feel good, you know, when I'm looking this and I don't have it or whatever? I don't know how, the how is focus on what you want, you know, instead of what you see already here. So thank you so much, Erin, for sharing your personal journey here. That I'm sure inspires people. That's what I love about this time together, you know, to be humans and to share our, you know, learnings and practice and all that stuff, so we make it real for us, you know. Thank you. Yes,
Well,
one second.
The topic of my desire. My desire can be, I lost it. The difference between desire and correction. I want financial freedom because I'm not happy the way it is. And some people call that desire, but that's not really desire. Desire, in my point of view, is something that comes from my passion. I love it. It doesn't come from correction. It doesn't come from a lack or problem. You know, I need to eat healthy because if I don't, hell is breaking loose. No, I like to eat healthy because I really love it. Not because it's the right thing for everybody, not because of anything. It's just because I like it. I like financial freedom because I like it, not because it's going to make me a better person or the universe a better place. The difference between correction, which is then we are not in a vibration, a match to what we're going to create. So we're going to create more of frustration instead of coming from just the brilliance that we are of enjoying perfection in every moment. And like Monica said, we started, if there's something that we like to change and we have an old experience of that, we can let it go. Instead of correcting it, you know, I'm not going to do that anymore. That was the wrong thing to do. No, I'm going to let that kind of thinking go altogether. Bye-bye. There was no wrong. The only thing that was a problem, I was holding on to a blocking or a negation of the now.
Wow, that's important what you said. I love it, Arne. You know, it's so interesting. You are very right on that one. You know, like to me, I remember moments where I hate scarcity. It's like, oh man, you know, I want to do this and I can't. You know, I can't. I don't have. Like, oh. So you're right. If I engage with that and I didn't make peace with that situation in a sense of allowing it so I can release it, you know, and be released by itself, I'm like, you know, creating an inner battle inside myself, you know, because I keep being very identified with the hating. I mean, whatever it is that I hate or I want to push away is something that I'm putting energy there, you know. So it's very important what you say right now, Arne, and to reach the point, you know, where you can be peaceful in the middle of the storm, you know, in the middle of feeling that, you know, hate or judgment towards or wounded self, you know, that suffer from that scarcity or something like that, to recover all that energy, you know, with and send that back to source in a loving place, because you know who you are. So, you know, it's easier to embrace who you are not. You know, you don't lose anything. The opposite, you recover energy, you know, to nature, you know. That's powerful, Arne. Thank you so much. Thank you. A little two more paragraphs and we finish this chapter, and let's see, to integrate this more. Increased attention enhances the emotional intensity. As the subject of your desire is activated within you by your attention to it, You can feel where you are on the sliding scale of vibrations, whether you are leaning towards the abundance of your desire or the lack of your abundance of your desire. Indicate your current beliefs in relationship with your current desire. Amazing, the miracle that we are. If your life experience has caused you to launch many rockets of desire relative to a subject, which is flowing in a stronger way toward that particular desire. If that is the case, then the emotions that you feel will be stronger regarding that subject. The more attention you give, the more the law of attraction responds. The faster the energy moves, and you recognize the feeling of energy moving faster via those emotions that you describe as enthusiasm, passion, exuberance. I love it when I was feeling that when you were sharing, Arne, to be like so passionate about the truth, instead of. But what is happening to you when you are feeling the stronger negative emotion of anger, hatred, or fear? Is a question. What is happening to you when you are feeling the stronger negative emotions of anger, hatred, or fear? Those strong emotions certainly indicate also that energy, capital letters, is moving quickly. Your contrasting experience has caused you to launch powerful rockets of desire, and source energy is now flowing towards those desires. Emotions that you are feeling are because of the vibrational relativity between your active desire, which has the full attention of your source, and your active in the moment vibration, where your attention is right now. That's the discordance, what I want and where I am. Is your focus predominantly on what you want? Your emotional guidance system is giving you feedback based on two significant factors. One, the power of your desire, or the vibrational speed of your desire, caused by the amount of contrasting experiences, rockets of desires that have been launched about them. And two, focus right now. In other words, your emotional guidance system is giving you powerful and accurate guidance regarding the vibrational relationship between where you are right now and where you want to be. If your life experience has caused you to come to the point where you really want something, and in any given moment you are focused on the opposite of that desire, you will feel strong negative emotion. But if your desire is strong and your current thoughts are in vibrational alignment with that desire, then you will feel strong positive emotion. Are accurate indicators of the vibrational relativity between where you want to be and where you are right now. And your emotional guidance system is available to you at all times. It is a very good system indeed. Beautiful, and we return number 12. So let's open microphones here to see if you realize something more, if we need to support each other here to integrate this. Yes, Beryl, go for it.
I find it very, I don't know how to say, a little bit funny that we always start with, in these books, money and prosperity like stuff. And it always ends up with listening to your feelings. Stay with yourself, stay with your truth, and love yourself. Just look at what you want in your heart and follow it. I mean, there's no the answer. Our every session starts with some prosperity topic, then ends up with find the love inside and follow it. Love is the answer. There's no the answer. And love is not the love of this person to that person. It's love is you, what you are inside out, what you are. Love is all. We are all together love. That's one. Your inside outside, you see an illusion of body like a facade. There's no facade between. There's air particles, and we are all one thing together here. That's it. And it's love created this. And so that's the only answer. And I want to say that I developed a project, and I really love it. I'm pulled by it. it's in my heart. It cannot go anywhere. I'm just passionately following it. It's like I conceived something and I need to give birth. I'm like pregnant to my project, and I see people like me, and I'm little bit. It's my own observation. Maybe it's false, but I see that money is the topic. I mean, they look for some investors, or somebody buys the company, then I can do that. But when you ask, what are you going to do when you got this money that you're asking for? Nothing. It's not clear. But when you look at what you love, really, what I love to do, then suddenly things happen. It's so magical. I mean, somebody sees that I'm really, how to say, I have no doubt about my idea, about me, about my passion, about my love. And people appear. I can support you doing this. I can give you this doing that. I can send you to this place, then you can show it. And without any money, some things happen. And it's just an energy that we put around there, being confident about what we feel and what we want to follow here.
Yes, 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 yes. Verily, so beautiful, you know. I think the idea, I mean, to surrender to who we truly are. I mean, there is nothing that you need to do, you know, in the sense of making yourself to be who you truly are, you know, to accept that and to feel good and to love, like you said, you know, everything. And this, for me, the transcendence, you touch a powerful point, Beryl, about love, you know, that love has nothing to do with I like or I don't like. It has nothing to do with the mind. Okay, love is space. Love is present. You know, it's silence. Even, you know, sometimes. I mean, stillness speaks too. But in general, you don't engage from your mind, judging duality or whatever. You know, and to me, I think that to love, to really love, to be present. You know, for the scarcity self. Let's say the person that, you know, needs the money. Like, to me, I totally get. And I think one of the biggest lessons that I have this 2016 year in relationship to financial freedom is, like you said, Beryl, suddenly we have things that we use money, cash money, to get them, and they are a huge value. It's like, how this can happen, you know? So I think that transcending money is to make peace with what money can do for us, that value of support, you know, like supporting us to express the freedom that we already are in our true nature. So how can we connect with that freedom? And maybe you cannot financially talking or healthy talking. I have some friends that are going through a lot of strong journey, you know, healthy, health-wise, right? Maybe you cannot, you know, experience that then, but what you can do though is to be in love with your true nature, in devotion to that love that you were talking, Beryl. And then you will see that, you know, health can get transcended, not because you don't like to be in a body, you know, that is limiting, but because you are more identified with the true freedom of your being that is already here. Doesn't matter what body we have, doesn't matter what bank account we have, you know, from our true nature, we are not more or less or anything like that. But I see the importance of transcending money without the judgment about it. You know, there is a lot of spiritual people that they say, you know, I don't care about money. You know, that's not important to me, you know. And I'm like, okay, well, let's do this. And well, I can't, you know, because I don't have the money. Oh, really? Do you care about doing that? Yeah, we love to. Gosh, we need to be a little, you know, like congruent, you know, in this sense. Well, maybe you have an opportunity to heal the relationship that you created with money or abundance or prosperity, you know, so you can do whatever you want when you want in a very simple way. So to me, financial freedom is not, in my personal case or individual case, let's say, is not a jet, you know, and I don't know, going to Dubai and have, even though, I don't know, I would love to know Dubai, now that I'm saying that word, but I mean, it's not my passion to go through that extreme. But some people have that passion. Why not, if there is no limit? To be honest with the kind of life that you enjoy, where are you more comfortable to be the most highest version of yourself, so you can offer the most into the world, you know? And then from there, I will say, you know, if money is needed, will be manifested, but through our thoughts, Beryl. This is something that I want to highlight here. It's like it's a physical creation, you know. It's a physical expression of our divine energy. Money is love. I mean, I have a course that I created that is called Money Oneness. When you really engage with money from a place of oneness with it, you know, not from separation, judgment, fear, scarcity, blah, blah, blah. So I do believe, you know, that we can just make love with all that aspects and to claim, you know, our true nature from the joy, and we will transcend money. I can envision civilizations, you know, where mental focus, that is what we are developing right now in this physical world, you know, will be enough to manifest whatever it is that we want, you know, from traveling to whatever. But right now, we use money as of appreciation and exchange. So I don't need to go with my eggs, you know, to change you some carrots, you know, and or whatever it is that I want to exchange here, you know. I have, what an amazing tool is money, that I can go, you know, anywhere with it, and I can exchange, and that serves the other person to appreciate whatever that other person wants. So it's a circulating energy of support, and it's up to us, you know, instead of judging because we projected into money the consciousness of fear and scarcity, and some people have this idea that the people that have money are bad people. Are you willing to let that go, or are you willing to see everybody good, or what, you know? So we need to take responsibility of our own projections here, you know, and I do envision that we will transcend, you know, the physical density of needing a physical tool to exchange. Maybe it will be enough with frequency energy, you know, but we are not there yet. And I think to arrive there is to make peace with. So yes, in this case, we need to make peace with our physical body, with money, you know, I mean, all the things that we use. So that's my expression today, and it's 10 already. So if we don't see any other microphone opening up here, tell us.
Well, I don't want to spend too many words, but I've been looking into money a lot, and we are quite ignorant about what money is. We think, oh, we cannot understand it. It's very complicated, and economy, you have to be an economist. But even economists do not understand it, what it really is. They're just stuck with the current system. And if you want to know a little bit more, look up Bernard D. Tarr. He knows a lot about money because he designed the euro system. And he's saying that we can design our own money. We don't have to accept the money that we have. We can put our own values into the money. And so the current money that most people are using has a certain vibration. And this is, I think, quite a masculine vibration which attracts more money and which kind of tries to become concentrated in a small place, have power very concentrated, very targeted. And that's useful, but that's just one type of vibration. If you try to do social things, if you try to improve the environment, and make solar panel projects, whatever, and you're trying to realize the vibration of solidarity, of nature. And you're using a money which contains a vibration of dominance, of targeted, focused power. Then you are already resisting the vibration of the money. And maybe you should actually attract a new kind of money, and we should have more choice, of course, because we don't really have a choice right now. But if there would be a choice, then we could choose a money which matches more with the vibration of what we're trying to achieve.
I think Jeroen is saying something interesting. It's like when you focus on, I want money, therefore I can do it afterwards when I have money, you are just limiting your choices. You think that it's the only way to do it. You are just focused on only one option. But actually you've got infinite number of options to go there where you want to go. So that's the abundance. That's when you realize this, when you let go of this, when you become aware of you've got a lot of different opportunities to go there, then you really experience the real abundance, I believe, in this earth.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Jeroen. And we are going to close our time here together. First, we have an important appointment right now in 20 minutes, but I just want to wish all of you a wonderful week. Let's keep reading, integrating, experiencing, so we can, you know, I love the way that Abraham says, you know, that you don't learn by reading or by good words or whatever. You learn through your personal experience. So let's experience this, you know, let's face it, look at it and see what you do and how you respond. And from there, we will learn really, you know, the meaning, you know, of all these teachings from experience itself. So I wish you a wonderful week, all of you. Remember, if you want to connect with us more here in the panel, you email Arne, A-R-N-E, at unlimitednetwork.com. You also have all the videos recorded under unlimitednetwork.com/mastermind support. And we wish you a wonderful week, and see you next Saturday, that I will be by myself because Arne is going to be teaching, but looking forward to it. So thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you for everybody's contribution. Beautiful.